I'm doing well, thanks. I'm Allison Camerata. Unions were once vocal supporters of the law, but not now. This, as a new poll, shows even less support among the uninsured, the very people the law was designed to help. Steve Hayes is a senior writer for the Weekly Standard and a Fox News contributor. Hi, Steve.
Hey, Allison.
Okay, so these two big labor unions have written letters to Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid saying that they fear that Obamacare will lower their living standards. What's the problem?
Well, it's very interesting. What the unions basically want is they want federal subsidies for lower paid workers in the unions so that they can continue to remain on their employer plans and take federal subsidies. The administration has looked at this. They've tried to come up with workarounds and compromises, but the unions clearly are not happy with this. And I think, you know, if you're looking at this from the perspective of the unions, they're seeing the president and the administration make sort of unilateral changes to so many other aspects of the law. I think their question is, why not us too?
Now, of course, there was a time when the unions were all in terms of the Affordable Care Act back in 2012. Here, let me read to you a statement that they put out about their love, or at least support, of the ACA. They say the ACA is our first step towards expanding health care coverage, improving care, and beginning to get control over health care costs. So what changed since then?
Well, I think they're seeing that what so many people around the country are seeing, that this law will have immediate and direct impact on their employees or their union members. I mean, this is what so many people around the country are sort of waking up to. In this case, it's people who, as you point out, supported the law and have now come to see that it won't actually do what the president said it would do. What makes this so striking, I think, from the unions is that they're using the language in this letter. They're basically adopting the language of some of the administration's toughest critics on this and other issues. The union said, you know, Mr. President, in effect, you claim to be working towards ending income inequality. Well, this will exacerbate that problem. A series of very tough charges against the White House on this.
You're right. In the letter, they use the language, quote, bitterly disappointed are they in how this has all turned out. All right, let's turn our attention to another very striking outcome for the Affordable Care Act, and that is that the uninsured, the very people who the law was designed to help, do not support the law. This is according to a Kaiser Family Health poll that we can put up on the screen for you, and it shows that they have an unfavorable view of Obamacare, 47% to favorable 24%. How can that be?
Yeah, this is a pretty striking poll finding, and I think it's the kind of thing that, you know, if we continue to see these kinds of results in the polling that we have on the Affordable Care Act, this is going to spell really significant trouble for the administration. And when you look at that in the context of what we just discussed with the unions, I think the president's in some trouble here. He needs to have, as sort of the core of his support, the liberal base of the Democratic Party and the people the law is intended to help, which are the uninsured. I mean, I think if you don't have the support of the uninsured and you're losing the support of liberals in the Democratic Party, it's hard to understand how the president can continue to push this through if support is bleeding. We know he's going to be losing additional support from moderate centrist Democrats, particularly those in competitive elections this fall.
Now, on the flip side, part of the problem, according to the uninsured, is that they don't know enough about the law. They say that for instance, they don't know that they're eligible for subsidies. So that plays into the administration's line that they need to get out across the country and communicate better about what the merits are of it.
Well, that may be true, but look, the administration's been doing this for quite some time. I mean, it's not like they're just going to launch a campaign, an awareness campaign about the law right now. This has been going on for some time, so obviously you're seeing people who are falling through the cracks who haven't gotten that message. But, you know, the other problem is I think you find some uninsured who prefer to remain uninsured. It's not that they don't know about the program, it's that they don't like what they've seen. And for those people, you're seeing an increasing number of folks who are trying these workarounds, ways to avoid enrolling in Obamacare, enrolling through the exchanges, and looking for other short-term emergency insurance products that are available.
All right, Steve Hayes, thanks for helping us understand this. Great to see you.
You bet. Thanks.